Alright, our game recap. Now, to start, let's talk about the wins of last week, of this past week. So let's talk about this here. So, we had said that the Steelers were going to beat the Raiders. The Steelers were going to beat the Bears in week 9. We had shot the video before the game. The Steelers ended up beating the Bears. The Steelers were 7-point favorites. They only won by 2 points, 29-27, in a great game. Justin Fields played hard. The offense played hard for the Bears. Just bad penalties, and I don't get that. Plus, then you have the weird, Cassius Marsh sack, and then he kind of does the karate kick thing, which is fine. That's his celebration. That's okay. But then he stares at the Steelers bench because he was on the Steelers team, got cut, went to the Bears on the practice squad, got elevated, got a sack on the Steelers. It's a big moment. So he kind of stares. He's 30 yards away. Okay, he's 30 yards away. He kind of stares at the bench, doesn't do anything. He's not talking. And Tony Corrente, who I don't like as an official, was about to throw the flag, but wasn't throwing the flag yet. And then when Marsh was running by and tries to avoid Corrente ends up just pushing his hip out to try and get contact with Marsh, then throws the flag. And the fact that the league backed it, I don't get it. To me, it made no sense. It's an emotional sport, but all he did was stare from 30 yards away. It made no sense. To the point, Dick Butkus went on the Rich Eisen show, and he was talking about that. He's like, I don't know why that's a penalty. He didn't do anything wrong. As he was saying, it's not like he was doing backflips and all these kinds of things. He did his kind of karate kick move, and stared at the Steelers, but then went back. It's not like, if anything, he taunted the punter, and nothing really happened in that situation. So, to me, it never made any sense. But anyway, entering week 10, the Cowboys beat the Falcons 43-3. 29 of those points were scored in the second quarter. The Falcons, I think, were in the same situation the Cowboys were in the week prior, where they couldn't get anything going. The Cowboys, and ESPN said this, and I thought it was very smart. The Cowboys beat them on offense, but their defense suffocated the Falcons' offense. They couldn't stop anyone. Micah Parsons had a sack. Dorrance Armstrong had a sack. Dorrance Armstrong had a blocked punt. They ended up recovering that for the touchdown. A lot happened. But I don't think that's because the Cowboys were so trying to get it all going. I think the Cowboys did it the best way they could. And Pam Oliver, who interviewed Mike McCarthy early in the game, and asked, well, why do you go for it on fourth down? He's like, I'm trying to go, not going to change who I am, but I'm trying to go for it on fourth down early in the season. That way, if we get to the postseason, and when we can go far, if we have a fourth down situation, our guys are going to be confident that it works. That's very smart. That is very smart. Because that's what they had to do. And that's what they have done. So if you can consistently do that, against the Broncos they were 0 for 4. On fourth down, against the Falcons, they were 3 for 3 on fourth down. I think that was really the game changer, was those fourth down calls. Going 3 for 3 on fourth down helped out the Cowboys offense and they scored fast. They had a tempo, they had some rhythm. Zeke wasn't a whole part of the offense, but he did score 2 touchdowns. Dak had a total of 3 touchdowns, threw for 2, ran for 1. It was a great game plan by the Cowboys, and a great defensive game plan by Dan Quinn, who got the game ball, and the team went nuts that he got the game ball. It was a great moment, because I think there's only a few times a coach gets the game ball. He got the game ball. So it proves that he's that guy. And that he is that big difference maker on that defense. Him there helps that defense out tremendously. The New England Patriots beat the Browns 45-7. just a it was terrible by the Browns. They couldn't beat them on offense. They couldn't beat them on defense. And those 45 points, unanswered points. The Browns scored first, and they couldn't do anything else. And Baker Mayfield got hurt. We don't know what his status is as of yet. So it's all over the place. Washington football team beat the Buccaneers 29-19. The Bucs aren't healthy. I don't understand why. And this defense is not there yet at all. Like, they are not the same team. Which Drew Brees said on Sunday Night Football. They're not the same team. And they're not. But there's got to be a point. Okay, let's get this going. It's the same thing I said with the Cowboys last week. The Cowboys got to get something going here. Get some tempo. Get some rhythm. So when that defense gets on the field, they're not having to be on the field for so long, and that defense can make plays. Because an offense runs on rhythm. It runs on, the more time it's on the field, the better it's going to be. But your defense needs stamina. It needs the ability to have some energy. But the offense needs rhythm. If that's switched, it doesn't work very well. And that's what's happening with the Bucs. The Bucs are getting off the field. They're throwing the ball so much. 67% of the time they're throwing the football. That's way too much. And the Washington football team had a good game plan, but still, you got to score more than 19 points. The Chiefs beat the Raiders 41-14. To me, the Chiefs didn't do anything crazy. The Raiders just looked unprepared. They were making mistakes. They were getting a lot of fouls thrown their way. A lot of fouls were on them. They were undisciplined. And they kept trying to one-on-one Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce. And they weren't tackling. You're going to lose by a lot, and that's the reason why they lost by as much as they did. And finally, one of the more surprising ones, the Lions and the Steelers tied. Now, the Lions had a chance to win this game, and so did the Steelers. And nothing happened. So, to me, no one played well, because I don't like a tie. I'm a guy that, I like the game. If we win, I can accept that. If we lose, I can accept that. But if you tie, it's like, I mean, what did we do good? What did we do bad? Because it's like, we only scored 16 points each. We didn't do anything else. So it's, you call into question what happened. Now entering week number 11, Thursday night, Patriots will face the Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons are getting +6. The Falcons have to figure out this team, because the Patriots are there. The Bills didn't have to play. So I think this is your shot. You got to go win this game if you're the Patriots to try to take on that division and take hold of that division. Whereas if you're the Falcons, got to keep pace with these three teams, the Bucs and the Saints, who lost. You got to try to keep some pace with them. But I have the Patriots winning. It's not going to be close, I think. I think the score is going to be 31-20. Ravens versus Bears. Bears are getting +6. The Ravens, after getting beaten by the Miami Dolphins on last Thursday night, you face a bad Bears team and a young quarterback in Justin Fields. Ravens should win this game. They will win this game. Score is going to be close in my mind. Score is going to be 34-28. Packers versus Vikings. The Vikings are getting +2.5. Packers are going to win. They had a good game plan against the Seahawks, but they didn't play well. Packers are going to win. They're going to win big. In my mind, Packers are going to win 35-14. Colts versus Bills. Bills are favored by 7. Bills have to figure this out. They have some slow starts. They got to win these games. To me, but the Colts have been playing well. Jonathan Taylor's been running out of his mind. I'm taking the Colts in this one. Close game, but I don't even think the Bills are going to even cover it. So I'm going to take the Colts. They may not exactly have the best game plan, but the Colts will win. Score is going to be 24-21. Cowboys vs. Chiefs. The Chiefs are favored by 2. So, it's in Arrowhead. Cowboys played well. They beat the Falcons by 40 points. The Chiefs beat the Raiders by a large margin. Both teams are coming on a little bit of a roll here. I'm going to take the Cowboys. I don't trust the Chiefs, especially if DeMarcus Lawrence comes back. I don't trust the Chiefs. They couldn't do much of anything if they would double cover Tyreek Hill and then just roll coverage to stop Travis Kelce. So, taking the Cowboys. Close game. 28-24 Cowboys, though. Chargers vs. Steelers. Chargers are favored by 4. It's in LA. If Big Ben plays, scores 28-21. But if he does not play, Chargers will win 21-14. Monday night and final game. New York Giants vs. the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Buccaneers are favored by 11.5. I don't see Brady losing 3 games in a row. Bucs are going to win. Scores 35-21.